Hey everybody, Nathan here with Sampson Farms. How are y'all doing this evening? Oh man, has it been a weekend. Rainy all weekend. Still able to go and help a buddy out, get his garden tilled up, meet with some other friends, have a great time just hanging out. Everybody, y'all know who you are. I'm not here to self-promote myself like that. That's why I don't have any footage of it. But today has been a day. Seems like we've been working our butts off here all day. From cleaning the camper to getting it rolling so we can go on a few trips that we have planned for this year, to tilling up garden spots. And we have probably about half of what we're going to do tilled up. And then you see a little stinky roof sneaking in. Let me adjust this camera just a little bit. She's tall, but she ain't as tall as us. Got anything you want to say? No, you just want to sit there and be cute? Figures. So, figured we'd just go around and show you all the tilled up spots. Let y'all enjoy this nice, beautiful day here in Northwest Tennessee. It's actually was kind of warm today when I went through a long sleeve shirt back on because it gets chilly in the shade. But here we go. Alright everyone, if y'all haven't been with our channel very long, this was where we first started out keeping our goats when Temperance was a baby. And then after we got rid of all the goats, we got some pigs. And we got rid of all the pigs during the winter, and this was their pen. So this has been sitting with nothing done to it since the beginning of the year, and so we tilled it all up. And this spot is pretty big. Oh, we got some company with us today. Y'all see my company? That's my buddy Ted, my dad's donkey. And yes, he is a donkey, he's not a mule. Come here, Ted. Huh? What are you doing, buddy? Too busy eating? I can understand that. As big as you are, you need a lot to eat. But that is Ted, the big fella right here, and that's Sugar, and there's so many donkeys below that ridge there on that with that cross ties. But enough with them. That was my goat hut for them to have babies in. Alright, and so we have this whole place all the way down to the fence line here, all the way to over there. Now we do have a little mud hole that was our wallow. But yeah. We're going to take the pig hut out, and we have it tilled up in front of that and all the way back down to there. And yes, the camper's leaning kind of funny, but I pulled it out earlier to clean it up and everything. I didn't put it exactly back in the right spot where we had dug the holes for it to sit level. But it's not that much of a big deal. As Kevin at Hope This Works would say, it's wabi-sabi. It is what it is, and that's the way it's going to stay. This here is our messed up backyard, but I'm gonna grow it where you see it tilled there. Down there, we probably put some tomatoes and pepper plants in here. Don't mind the pallets, they're for future projects. And then, of course, the alarm system, the guinea bird. And then I still need to fix a spot where the chickens busted through the bottom of the house. And that was our old toilet, and we was going to, at one time, we were thinking about doing a toilet like on Romeo and Juliet and plant stuff in it, but I just need to get that thing hauled off to the junkyard or to the landfill or something. It's not serving much of a purpose. But this is garden bed 2. And this, everybody, is the front yard. Now our road runs this way. We have the long driveway that you can see on the edge of your screen there that goes down to where my brother lives and my mom's house. And then we have the raised beds here and here. We have another one across the driveway. And then where Temperance is playing down there, that is another garden bed that we have been preparing for at least 2 years. I believe it was 3 years ago. We planted in there, did phenomenal. We had okra plants that were 10 foot tall. I had to pull them over to cut pods off of them. Tomato plants 6 foot tall, but it was a cramped space. we outgrew it, so we ran our poultry there and let them do their business and take care of that for us. And now when I hit this with a tiller, the tiller sank. And I'm talking, it buried itself to the max cutting depth and just rolled right on through it like a hot knife through butter. And the soil is just perfect right here, and I expect some good things from that. But stay tuned with us just for 1 second, and we'll show you our next spot. All right, everybody. For y'all who might recognize this spot, this is just up. We just walked here from the house. It's probably 100 yards maybe from our house, and this is the 2 acres that we just got paid off this year. Free clear. No one owns this land. No one makes the rules but me and the Sampsons. And we have the pasture behind us. Right now we're sitting in just a spot we like to sit in and look at our gardens. We used to have the raised beds right here. We have disassembled them, moved them back to the house, refilled them. That way we're not sure when we're going to put the house up here or any of that, but it allows us to still maximize our efficiency with what we're growing there. And then we still have our small garden bed here and our large garden bed up there. And here in a second I'll turn you around and show you all of that, but we still plan to garden this as well, and we're even going to till up bigger spots of it. And before too long I'll grab the tractor with the tiller and we'll go and till this up real good, and then we'll get to planting. Now last year we tried using a back to Eden method with this, and we're not 100% sure how well we like that, but I'm going to give it another go. I'm going to use and re-chip what's already chipped now and back to Eden that, at least in, it's not a guarantee. I'm probably going to, because it even failed in my raised beds. We just have some wicked awesome grass here that just grows up in through the chips as runners, pops up and just overtakes the garden, and it just makes it a lot more work to try to manage that. But we have a new system in place that we think will accomplish our goal that we got from growersolutions.com. We've got the weed mat and irrigation systems where we only irrigate the plants and not the weeds. Alright, right there at that red fence post is the corner of the road that we live on. That's the corner of the property. We have our duck tractor with some of our feeding implements and stuff like that behind it. Now that house right there, I spent most of my time growing up. That's my nanny and my pawpaw. As close as family as you can get without being family. Our piles of mulch, our garden bed we had last year that we're going to increase. You can see up here all the brownness. That's our garden from last year, which will probably stay the same size. This here is a new feature on the farm that I recently got for free, and I'm going to convert that into a quail barn. As always, the ever-present pallets for future projects. The fence, oh man, that sun is bright. But we own all the way, there's a ridge there and there's a road right on the other side of that, and we own all the way up to that. But let me see if I can't reposition this. Alright now, set up here so we can kind of keep the glare out of everyone's faces. But we own up, that's my horse trailer. We own to the other side of it. There's a fence that runs down all the way back there to that corner. Whoop, sorry about that. All the way down to that corner there, and then back up. But it's all ours. I'm going to re-fence it, and we're going to start building pens on the inside for the various animals that we're going to get. Now right here is where we planted pumpkin, squash, cucumbers, and zucchinis. Tried back to Eden method, and they never took off. They started growing, they started looking good, and as soon as they started to put the first fruits on, they died. Little beehive I need to fill back up, the wood chip pile, the big garden space again, and the little garden space down there at the duck tractor, and here in front of the pallets is my mom's herb garden. Well, as we're standing here in the future quail barn, which, by the way, I've had to flip it back over twice already because the wind has caught it and flew it away. I need to grab some anchors and sink in the ground and bolt them to the anchors, and then we should be good to go. But I'm not 100% sure that this is where I want it. I have a little shed at the other house that I'm going to butt up to one end of it and finish that in. That way I have a storage room for feed and stuff on the end, and all of this can be for quail cages and the brooder and things of that nature. So I'll have to get a power source over here for when I want to brood in here. I can also use the little shed on the back end as a hatchery for my incubator and my hatcher and things of that nature. And then we can start pumping out quail out of this building. They'll be sheltered, protected, and can endure the elements a little bit better. Now, with that said, Cottonix quail can endure the elements really well. I got this for added security. But with that said, I do hope y'all enjoyed the little tour we had today. I know I enjoyed it. I had all the fun in the world doing all the work. But hopefully y'all can get something from it. If you do, if you have any questions, you can email me, you can type it in the comments. It doesn't matter. I'm going to respond to you one way or another. As always, God bless, and we'll see you next time. You want to say anything? You don't want to say bye to the nice people?
Bye.
Bye, guys. Have fun.